Good morning, beautiful people. I hope you are well. In this video, we're going to go and check out the Dubai 2020 Expo. Now, everything I'm going to film today is going to be filmed on my iPhone 13 Pro. Sometimes taking my camera around with me can be a little bit cumbersome, and I just want to go and explore as many pavilions as possible. For context, I've been hyping this up to my class for a long time. Since I moved to the UAE, this Dubai Expo has been coming around, and it is finally here. It literally opened yesterday, so I'm expecting it to be quite busy. So hopefully the footage that I get from today is going to come out well. I'm going to try and get to the UK pavilion. Other than that, I'm going to hopefully check out a couple of other pavilions too. I'm expecting it to be huge, so I might not get a chance to go to all 190 something pavilions, but we'll see what we can see. Hopefully you enjoy this video. If you're not yet subscribed, feel free to do that. Let's go see what we find.
The journey down to the expo was extremely straightforward. All the roads were really well signed, making it easy to navigate to the expo area and park up. From there, we got the parking bus, which took us to the main entrance, where we had a quick glance at the map. You can see the yellow is the Opportunity Pavilion that we were exploring. Had a look over to the grand entrance. Here's a range of flags of the countries that are participating. You can buy tickets at the booth that's there, however we bought ours online. We took a stroll through the grand entrance into the main area. They do expect you to dress sensibly when you go through. They also have a scanning machine system so that it can be safe. You'll see a range of different Kareem bikes situated at the entrance of each location. From there, you can see it's really well signposted, and then this is the main entrance to the Opportunity Pavilion. You may see some little friends. These are a range of different robots. This one here is Opti, and his responsibility is saying hello to the main guests. You might hear him and see his facial expressions. This one here is simply for surveillance and security at the event. There's a range of different pavilions throughout the event. This is the Brunei Pavilion, and you can also see the Iraq one. We started off at Norway and went inside. Theirs was all about sustainability within the ocean. From there, we took a stroll into the Bahrain Pavilion. It was absolutely insane and massive. It was supported by a range of different beams. Within there, you could see Pearl X-ray machines that I had a little look at, and then we also got our first stamp there too.
So inside the expo, you can buy a passport, and inside the countries, you can then ask them at the end of the pavilion to stamp inside the passport, which is really, really cool. Amazing for kids as well, and if you're like me, a kid as well. So you can just go around and collect the stamps and make sure you visited the absolute plethora of different places there are to visit.
Pakistan Pavilion was actually one of my favourites, absolutely beautiful. Inside they had a range of different historical bits and pieces with a range of different screens where you could see a little bit about the country. This was one of my favourite areas where they showed landscapes from within Pakistan and really made me miss travelling. They also had a range of different bits about their culture within Pakistan and how there are so many different cultures within Pakistan. I really enjoyed the little technical element that was there, where you could draw on this huge board using watercolours. This was also something that blew me away and was really fun to walk through. You can see it's a range of different lasers that creates a bit of a rainforest. Here is the Lebanon Pavilion. Lebanon had lots of different information about their economy. Within their main area, they had a range of different swings that you can see my girlfriend going on at the moment, with some food and a little bit about their culture. We went inside the Indonesia Pavilion, which brought back lots of different memories for us as we'd previously travelled there. You can see on the wall a range of different spices from their food and this really cool screen system that shows glimpses of their culture and country too. Inside there, they also had a really interesting technology element where you could step along and have this interactive experience learning about their future. This was a bit of information about their culture, and then from there I decided to get a little bit of Luwak coffee. Luwak coffee is really quite expensive in Indonesia, so I decided to infuse it into a bit of a latte.
So I'm just quickly stopping for a latte. Now, Indonesia is renowned for coffee, so we're in the Indonesia Pavilion at the moment, and I'm trying some single origin coffee. I remember the coffee experience when I was in Indonesia was absolutely phenomenal, so looking forward to that. And then we're going to go to the food court. I think there's lots of different food places available in the food court, so we'll go and see what that's like too. Coffee received. That's really, really amazing.
We didn't go inside the Baden-Württemberg house, however we then decided to go next door to the next pavilion, which was the small country of Monaco. Inside Monaco, it was all about the Antarctic experience and exploring a little bit about how they conserve it. We also went into the Ukraine pavilion, which was really interesting and had this really cool cube in the middle.
I'm really excited. I did say at the start of the video I was hoping to see the UK pavilion, but right in front of me, that building there is the UK pavilion. So I'm really excited to see what's inside that building. I feel a bit of national pride. So there's quite a long way up to the UK pavilion, but on the side of the UK pavilion, as you might have already seen, there's a range of different words. So the words tell a little bit of a story, I guess. I was a little bit underwhelmed, I've got to be honest with you, about the United Kingdom pavilion. Unfortunately, there wasn't an awful lot to see. It was lots of walking outside, and then it was quite grand inside, but yeah, not 100%, especially when compared to some of the other pavilions, which blew me away in terms of technological advancements and things like that. So we are hungry, lots of walking around and sweating, so we're going to go and grab some food now. It's quite interesting that along with the amazing huge pavilions, you've also got some smaller ones. So right beside me is Ghana, and it'd be interesting to see what's in those smaller pavilions too. But yeah, food is the port of call at the moment. So just finished inside the Indonesian pavilion, just had some food, we had to come back.
After food, we went to the Morocco pavilion, which was absolutely huge. They had lots of different things inside it, such as a range of different spices that come from Morocco. The smell inside this area here was absolutely phenomenal.
So just in the Morocco pavilion at the moment, and it's absolutely huge. It is like 7 stories high, and it's full of lots of amazing history and things about the country, such as Ibn Battuta, and also you've got places like the first Homo sapiens skull replica from 315,000 BC. This one is full of amazing things to definitely check out.
From the top of the Morocco pavilion, we could look through and see a big parade that was going down at the bottom. They had a range of different countries who were parading their national flags and taking part in a range of different dances. This was also a great opportunity to see more of the expo through a great viewpoint. We decided to walk down a little bit further and see some of the other pavilions. This is the amazing Saudi Arabia pavilion, which has a range of different mirrors. This is the Italian pavilion, which also has a really fantastic design. The Italian pavilion is designed in a way that it should take you through the journey of Italy. They have some great technological pieces, and the ropes that you can see throughout the pavilion are actually made from recycled bottles. This is the South African pavilion, which had a range of different geographical landmarks on show, some little bits about the country's cultures available, some of the animals that you can see within the country, and some of their artwork and national dress too. It was also really interesting for this.
So it looks like that is an official news place. How cool.
On our journey up to the central area, we stopped to have a look at the Bhutan pavilion. This was only a small pavilion, but showed the Tiger Monastery, along with a little bit about their capital city and some of the foods that you might find in Bhutan. On the way up, we saw the UAE pavilion, which was unfortunately very busy and we couldn't check it out, but then we saw the absolutely phenomenal central region inside the expo. This was just absolutely stunning.
So this is the central area inside the UAE by the main UAE pavilion. When you come here to the centre, you realise just how big the expo is. We have literally touched not even a third yet, we've not even completed a third, and you've got this side which is the sustainability, and then this side down here which is going to be mobility. So it's absolutely huge. There's certainly plenty to see. This could be easily a 3-day thing. It'd be quite a challenge to get everything done in a day. I reckon that's a good challenge for the internet to try, but this has just blown me away by the scale.
We realised there was going to be too much to explore within the time that we had left, so we went to go and see the outsides of the Palestine pavilion, the Switzerland Mirror pavilion, and then from there this was inside the Austria pavilion, which had some really cool engravings inside it. This was the outside of the China pavilion, which was meant to be really technological, and I can't wait to see it. And this is the Belarus pavilion, which is apparently beautiful too. Our final stop was checking out the Opportunity Pavilion Mission Possible. There's a range of different things that you can take part in. We went for the Fog Catcher, which told you about a sustainability project and gave you the chance to play a game where you were catching fog to transfer it into water. As you can see, I ended up winning, thankfully, against my partner with a score of 37 litres. From there, we went to go and check out how the project works, and then a little bit further information about some of the other projects too. There was a little final section which showed some of the UN's key goals through the Mission Possible Pavilion. Hello. After that, we just about had time to say goodbye to the robots, listen to a little bit of music, and then head back home.
So finished at the expo, but didn't finish the expo. The expo was huge. We were there for just over 6 hours and probably scratched about a third of it, less than that. We looked around the opportunity section area. There's like 3 different parts, and yeah, we saw a range of different countries. Of the places that we saw, I really enjoyed the Mission Possible, and I also really enjoyed the Pakistan and Indonesia pavilions too. So lots of technology involved. It was really good to see all the visual elements. If you do go, make sure you bring a big bottle of water with you. When I went today, it was 90-something% humidity, so we're just sweating our way through, hence why we left a little bit earlier. I do have a month's pass, so there's lots of opportunity to explore some of the other pavilions. If you feel like that's something you want us to go and do and see, feel free to leave a comment to advise where you think we should go. If you enjoyed the video, feel free to like it, that's always really appreciated. If you're not yet subscribed to the channel, feel free to subscribe and then hit the notification bell to be alerted when I post videos like that too. Hopefully I'll see you in the next one. Until then, bye.